Speak 5 lines to yourself every morning. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a simple question. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you say to yourself? Is it excitement for the new day, or is it worry about yesterday? See, life has a way of responding to the words we feed it. The words you speak shape the life you live. So I challenge you every morning, before you pick up your phone, before the world fills your mind with distractions, look in the mirror and speak these 5 lines. And not just once, not just when you feel good, but every day, rain or shine. Because repetition builds belief, and belief builds results. The first line, I am capable, strong, and unstoppable. Nothing can hold me back. Say it like you mean it, because here's the truth. Life doesn't give you what you wish for. It gives you what you demand. You are not weak. You are not average. You are built for success, for resilience, for greatness. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the belief that you can't. Change that belief and you change your life. The second line, today is a fresh start, and I choose to make it amazing. You know what? Successful people understand that yesterday is over. The mistakes, the failures, the missed opportunities, they do not define today unless you let them. Today is a new chance to win, to improve, to grow. And the best part, you get to choose how you show up. Make the choice to win. The third line, I attract success, positivity, and opportunities effortlessly. Here's what I've learned. Your mind is like a magnet. What you focus on, you attract. If you dwell on problems, you find more problems. But if you train your mind to see solutions, to expect success, to anticipate opportunities, suddenly the world starts working in your favor. Speak it, believe it, and watch what happens. The fourth line, I am worthy of greatness and I refuse to settle for less. There's a difference between those who achieve and those who don't. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's a standard. The successful refuse to settle for mediocrity. They know their worth and they demand more from life. And you were born for something greater. But first you must believe that you deserve it. The fifth line, every challenge is a stepping stone to my best self. Listen, life is going to throw challenges at you. But the difference between winners and quitters is how they see those challenges. Some see roadblocks, others see stepping stones. Every challenge is shaping you, refining you, making you stronger. Instead of asking, why me? Start asking, what can I learn from this? Now, my friends, here's the simple truth. What you say to yourself every morning will determine how you live your life. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need unlimited resources. You need the discipline to speak life into your future. 5 lines every morning, no excuses, because small habits done consistently lead to massive transformation. Say it with conviction. Say it with belief. Say it until your mind has no choice but to make it a reality. And when you do, you'll look back one day and realize you spoke your way into the life you always dreamed of. So let's start now. Look in the mirror, speak those 5 lines, and go conquer the day. This is how you build a mindset for success. Let me know if you want any refinements. Your words are powerful, more powerful than you may realize. The things you say to yourself day in and day out are shaping your reality. Whether you whisper them in the quiet moments of the morning or repeat them under your breath throughout the day, they are programming your mind, setting the course for your actions, and ultimately determining your destiny. And think about it. How do people become confident? How do they develop resilience? How do they build the kind of unshakable belief that makes them unstoppable? It starts with what they say to themselves. Every great achiever, every successful individual, every person who has ever risen from adversity has mastered the art of speaking life into their own existence. They don't wait for someone else to affirm them. They don't hope for the world to recognize their potential. They declare it themselves, and because they declare it, they begin to act in accordance with it. You see, the mind is always listening. It doesn't question what you tell it. It simply absorbs, believes, and executes. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, your mind will accept it and shape your behavior accordingly. If you tell yourself success is out of reach, your mind will find ways to prove you right. But the opposite is also true. If you tell yourself you are capable, strong, and worthy, your mind will go to work proving that too. It will change the way you carry yourself. It will alter the way you face challenges. It will redefine how you respond to setbacks. This is why it's critical to start your day with the right words. The world is already full of distractions, negativity, and doubt, but the one voice that has the greatest influence over your life is your own. When you wake up in the morning and declare who you are, what you stand for, what you're capable of, you take control of your own narrative. And when you do it consistently, day after day, something remarkable happens. Your words stop being just words. They become beliefs. Those beliefs become actions. And those actions shape your destiny. So choose wisely, speak powerfully, because what you say to yourself every morning is the foundation of the life you build. Repetition is the foundation of mastery. Anything you do consistently, anything you repeat over and over again, eventually becomes a part of who you are. This is true for skills, for habits, and most importantly, for beliefs. The words you speak to yourself every morning are not just empty phrases. They are instructions to your mind, commands that shape the way you think, feel, and act. But for those words to have power, for them to truly take root, and create change, they must be spoken with consistency and conviction. Most people underestimate the power of repetition. They try something once or twice, don't see immediate results, and give up. They say a positive affirmation for a day or two, but let their old negative thoughts creep back in. And then they wonder why their life remains the same. But the truth is, transformation doesn't happen overnight. Just like a seed needs time to grow, your words need time to take effect. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up the next day and complain that there's no tree. You water it, you nurture it, you trust the process, and eventually that seed turns into something strong and unshakable. The same is true with your mind. If you wake up every morning and declare, I am strong, I am capable, I am unstoppable. At first, it might feel like just words. Your mind might resist it because it's used to the old script, the one filled with doubt and limitation. But if you keep speaking those words, if you repeat them with belief, something shifts. The words start to sink in. Your mind begins to accept them as truth. And when your mind believes, your actions follow. You carry yourself differently. You face challenges with a new perspective. You stop hesitating and start moving with confidence. This is why repetition is non-negotiable. The most successful people in the world didn't just tell themselves once that they were capable. They told themselves every day until they had no choice but to believe it. And once they believed it, they acted on it. If you want to change your life, change what you say to yourself. And don't just say it once, say it until it becomes your reality. Because whatever you repeat, you eventually become. Your mind is like a garden, and every thought you plant is a seed. Some seeds grow into strong, towering trees of confidence, resilience, and success. Others become weeds, doubts, fears, and limitations that choke out your potential. The question is, what are you planting? Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. You can allow negativity, worry, and self-doubt to take root, or you can intentionally plant thoughts of strength, success, and abundance. And the way you plant those thoughts is through the words you speak to yourself. Whatever you focus on expands. If you tell yourself that life is difficult, that opportunities are scarce, and that success is for other people, your mind will find ways to confirm it. You'll notice obstacles instead of possibilities. You'll focus on problems instead of solutions. You'll attract circumstances that reinforce your beliefs, because that's how the mind works. It seeks evidence for whatever you believe to be true. But when you shift your language, when you start saying, I attract success, positivity, and opportunities effortlessly, you begin to train your mind to see things differently. Suddenly, you notice doors that were always there but had been hidden by your own doubts. You become more aware of possibilities, more open to connections, more willing to take action. The most successful people aren't just lucky. They don't stumble upon opportunities by accident. They create them by developing a mindset that expects good things to happen. And because they expect it, they see it. And because they see it, they seize it. This is why some people seem to attract success wherever they go, while others struggle despite working just as hard. It's not just about effort, it's about focus. It's about programming your mind to attract the right circumstances, the right people, and the right opportunities. Your mind is always listening, always absorbing the messages you feed it. If you repeatedly tell yourself that good things are coming, that success flows to you naturally, that you are surrounded by opportunity, your mind will go to work proving you right. You will begin to carry yourself differently, to make decisions with confidence, to approach challenges with an expectation of victory. And before you know it, what once seemed impossible becomes your new reality. So be intentional with your words. Speak success into your life. Plant the right seeds and watch how your garden grows. The life you live is a direct reflection of what you believe you deserve. Every action you take, every decision you make, and every opportunity you pursue or ignore is influenced by your sense of self-worth. If you believe you are average, you will settle for average. If you believe you are destined for greatness, you will refuse to accept anything less. That's why the words you speak to yourself every morning matter. They are not just words, they are declarations of your worth. Too many people go through life accepting whatever comes their way, believing they have no control, no power to demand more. They settle for jobs that drain them, relationships that don't fulfill them, and lives that don't excite them. Why? Because deep down they don't believe they deserve better. They have allowed the world to dictate their value instead of setting their own standard. But the truth is, life will never give you more than you demand. If you do not raise your standards, if you do not declare your worth, you will always receive less than you are capable of. Every morning when you say, I am worthy of greatness and I refuse to settle for less, you are reinforcing a powerful truth. You were not put on this earth to be mediocre. You were not born to simply get by. You were meant to thrive, to achieve, to experience the best that life has to offer. But that requires belief. It requires the willingness to say no to things that do not serve you, to walk away from situations that diminish your value, and to pursue opportunities that align with your highest potential. The most successful people in the world operate with an unshakable belief in their own worth. They do not wait for permission to succeed. They do not ask if they are good enough. They declare it. They own it. And because they believe it, they act accordingly. That is the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who settle. It is not talent or intelligence. It is the belief that they are worthy of success and the refusal to accept anything less. So every morning, remind yourself of who you are. Speak it with conviction. Because the moment you truly believe you deserve more, you will start making choices that lead to more. And that is the beginning of an extraordinary life. Life is full of challenges and there's no avoiding them. No matter how talented, intelligent, or prepared you are, obstacles will come. The question is not whether you will face difficulties. The question is how you will respond. Some people see challenges as roadblocks, as signs to turn back, as proof that they aren't capable. Others see challenges as stepping stones, as lessons, as opportunities to grow stronger. And the difference between the two is not circumstance, it's mindset. Every time you encounter adversity, you have a choice. You can see it as an unfair burden, something that's happening to you, or you can see it as something that's happening for you. Because every challenge carries within it a lesson, a skill, or an opportunity that will prepare you for the next level of your journey. The struggles you face are not there to break you, they are there to build you. They are refining you, strengthening you, sharpening you into the person you need to become in order to achieve the success you desire. Most people want success without resistance. They want growth without discomfort. But that's not how life works. A muscle only grows when it's challenged. A diamond only forms under pressure. And a person only reaches their full potential by facing and overcoming obstacles. The very challenges you wish you could avoid are the ones that will shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This is why it's crucial to remind yourself every morning, every challenge is a stepping stone to my best self. When you start your day with this mindset, difficulties no longer discourage you, they empower you. Setbacks no longer feel like failures, they feel like lessons. And instead of wasting time complaining about obstacles, you begin to look for ways to turn them into opportunities. The most successful people are not those who never faced hardship. They are the ones who refuse to let hardship define them. They took their struggles and turned them into strength. They faced rejection, failure, and adversity, but instead of backing down, they used those experiences to become better, sharper, and more determined. So when challenges arise, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Because every challenge you overcome is one more step toward the person you were meant to become. And that, my friend, is how you win. The words you speak to yourself every morning are not just phrases, they are the foundation of your mindset, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. Your life will always rise or fall to the level of your beliefs, and your beliefs are shaped by what you repeatedly tell yourself. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you speak to yourself. Repetition builds belief. Your mind is always listening, absorbing, and responding to the messages you give it. Plant the right seeds, and they will grow into confidence, resilience, and success. Raise your standards, and life will meet you at the level you demand. Embrace challenges, and you will transform them into stepping stones toward greatness. Every morning, before the world tries to shape your thoughts, take control. Speak these 5 lines with conviction. I am capable. Today is a fresh start. I attract success. I am worthy of greatness. Every word you mention is stepping stone. Say them like you mean them. Say them until they become your reality, because the truth is, your words create your world. Speak powerfully. Think intentionally. Act boldly. And watch as your life transforms into something extraordinary.